Good morning. My name is Miss Marissa with the Roanoke Public Libraries, and today my friends and I are outside Wasena Elementary to read you some books about going back to school and about reading, which is one of my favorite parts about learning. We know this school year might look a little different than some years have, but there's still going to be lots of chances for you to learn and to do my favorite thing, which is reading. So I'm going to start off with Just Read by Lori Degman. Hooray! I know how to read on my own. But sometimes I don't want to do it alone. You see all these kids reading their books? I read with an astronaut, pirate, or farmer. I read with a clown or a knight wearing armor. You guys see any of these characters? I see the clown right there. I read with a penguin, a moose, or a bear. I read with a tortoise. Or read with a hare. Sometimes it's hard to know what things to choose, so I just start reading. I've nothing to lose. I read funny signs on the side of the road. I read secret messages written in code. You see the signs they're reading from the car? I read things that scare me or cause me to grin. I read about places where I've never been. Sometimes I can't seem to find enough time. I steal a few minutes. It isn't a crime. I read while I'm waiting to hear my name called. I read while we're driving and traffic has stalled. See our friend reading in the back there? I read after raking the leaves into piles. I read while I stroll down the vegetable aisles. Sometimes it's boring to read just one way. It gets so monotonous day after day. I read while I'm spinning or sliding or swinging. I read when I'm drumming or strumming or singing. I read with my fingers across bumpy lines. You see that? She's reading in Braille. I read with my voice or my hands using signs. See, she's using some sign language. Sometimes it seems like there's no place to go, so I start exploring and go with the flow. I read in a bus, on a train, or a plane. I read in a cave or outside in the rain. I read in a tree or below in its shade. I read while I march in my hometown parade. Sometimes I don't know the who, where, or when, but that doesn't stop me. I just read again. I hope you guys like that book and are getting excited to get back to learning. Thank you guys so much.
Good morning. My name is Mrs. Bean, and I'm with the Roanoke Public Libraries. Today I will be reading The Pout Pout Fish Goes to School. This book is by Deborah Dyson and pictures by Dan Hanna. A long time ago, when Mr. Fish was very small, he headed off to school for the first time of all. With a smooch from his parents and excited for his day, Mr. Fish rushed in. Then he lost his way. The big fish around him knew exactly where to go, finding lockers, finding classes in a fast, smart flow. Mr. Fish, left behind with his grin and sinking fin, finally stopped at a doorway and he shyly looked in. So he's looking for his class, right? He has his little book bag and he has a star on it. So Mr. Fish is ready to go. The class was doing writing and most everybody knew it. So he tried to print his name, but he just couldn't do it. So he flub, flub, frown, making blub, blub bubbles. Then he plopped down his pen and he counted off his troubles. 1, I'm not smart. 2, I will never get it. 3, I don't belong. So 4, I should just forget it. He floated with a frown down the long corridor. Then he sneak peeked a look through another room door. So he's still searching, right? The class was drawing shapes, and most everybody knew it. So he tried to make a rhombus, but he just couldn't do it. So he's getting upset that he couldn't draw those shapes, right? So he flub, flub, frown, making blub, blub, bubbles. Then he plopped down his pencil and he counted off his troubles. 1, I'm not smart. 2, I'll never get it. 3, I don't belong. So 4, guess what? Just forget it. He drifted down the hallway with a doubt face till he spied another doorway. Maybe this will be the place. So he's looking in the window, right? All ready to go. The class was doing math and most everybody knew it. So he tried long division, but he just couldn't do it. So he flap, frown, making blah, bubbles. Then he plopped down his pencil and he counted off his troubles. 1, I'm not smart. 2, I'll never get it. 3, I don't belong. So 4, guess what? Just forget it. He rushed towards the exit. That's enough, I say. School is very tough, and I'm not going to stay. Then he heard a soft voice. Don't you fret. You don't have to know things you haven't learned yet. Your classroom awaits, and I'm your teacher, Mrs. Hewitt. I'm here to help you learn, and I know that you can do it. So Miss Hewitt was all ready to help him, right? He didn't even know. You a fish who is smart. With practice, you'll get it. Young fish, you belong. Don't you ever forget it. The student and the teacher swam a splish splash wish to a door with a sign marked brand new fish. Do you see that door? Do you see the door with the star on it? It just says, welcome, 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 and we'd love to have you here today, right? So do you think he's in the right place? I think he is. Miss Hewitt said, good morning. Good morning. I'm excited you're all here. Together we will have a spectacular year. Fact 1, you are smart. Fact 2, you can get it. Fact 3, you belong. So 4, don't forget it. The class got to work and Miss Hewitt helped them through it. They listened, they tried, and everyone could do it. Mr. Fish gave a grin. Goodbye, blue bubbles. No more doubt, worry. No more flubbles. He swam with his class, Miss Hewitt by his side, as the students and their teachers said with confidence and pride. So they're feeling pretty good about themselves, right? Because Miss Hewitt was there to teach them the way. So everything was okay, right? So that's what happens. Fact 1, we are smart. Fact 2, we can get it. Fact 3, we belong. And 4, we won't forget it.
Hi, I'm Julie with the Roanoke Public Libraries, and I'm here today to read to you May's first day of school. Today is May's first day of school, when her mother said, "It's time to get dressed." May said, "I'm not going." When her father said, "Eat your breakfast," and when her mother said, "Put on your coat," May said, "I'm not going." "Now, May, that's enough," said her mother. On the walk to school, her mother told her all about the fun things she would find there. Things like class pets and great big libraries and long, wild recesses. On the walk to school, May thought about all the things that could go wrong. Things like, what if the other kids don't like me? And what if I'm the only one who doesn't know how to write? And what if I miss my mom? When they got to school, there were lots of other parents and kids outside. May's mother said, "Hello, how are you? Today is May's very first day of school, and what a beautiful day it is." "Well, isn't that wonderful?" said a man. "But where is May?" "May," called her mother, "where are you?" And May answered, "I'm not going." May wondered if she could live in this tree. She thought maybe she could. There was a mossy spot that she could sleep on, and she had a whole lunchbox full of food to eat. Then May heard some rustling. "Hello," said the small girl. "Hello," said May. "Rosie, come down from that tree right now. School is starting soon," called the man from down below. "I'm not going to school," said Rosie. "Me neither," said May. "Would you like a cookie?" Today is May and Rosie's first day of school, but they're not going. "Why aren't you going to school?" asked May. "Well," said Rosie, "I'm not going because what if no one will play with me? Or what if I have to read and I don't know how? Or what if I miss my dad?" Just then, they heard more rustling, the sound of someone else coming up. "Hello," said the tall lady. "Hello," said May quietly. "We're not going to school." "Oh, that's good," said the tall lady. "I'm not going to school either." And she settled down comfortably in a spot on the bottom branch and gazed through the leaves. "Who are you?" asked Rosie. "I'm Miss Pearl," said the tall lady. "Would you like a cookie, Miss Pearl?" asked May. "Yes, please," said Miss Pearl. Today is May and Rosie and Miss Pearl's first day of school, but you know what? They're not going. "Miss Pearl, why aren't you going to school?" asked May. "Well," she answered, "I'm not going because what if the kids don't like me? Or what if I forget how to spell Tuesday? Or what if I miss my cat?" May smiled at Miss Pearl and Rosie. "You know what? We're all afraid of the same things. I'm glad I'm not the only one." "Me too," said Rosie. "And you know what else? You don't have to be worried about nobody liking you because I like you both." "Me too," said Miss Pearl. "And you don't have to be worried about making mistakes when you're reading and writing because school is for learning things." "And if we lived in this tree, we'd miss our families anyway," said May. "Plus, we're out of cookies," said Rosie. A few minutes later, May's mother called up, "School is about to start." And May said, "Okay, here we come." Today is May and Rosie and Miss Pearl's first day of school, and there they go. Thanks, guys.